When did Jacques know that he was funny?
I would just say stuff. I don't know.
Hey, it's all right.
I mean, I just would say stuff and people would laugh. I think it was my way into like connecting with people. I enjoyed like playing on stage. I always had like a very active imagination as well. Like jumping into a character and thinking what would they do? How would they perform this? How would they walk? What's their mindset? Like jumping into that and like embodying that.
Come on.
It's fun. It's a cool experience.
Doing that play Comedy of Errors with you, it felt like we was getting paid to just play on stage.
Dude, I mean, I told you, like, whenever it stops being fun, I'm out of here. I'm done.
One stop on your journey was actually on Nickelodeon.
Yeah.
You was on a TV show. Do you think you were ready for something like that?
You just jump.
Yes, sir. I like that.
You just jump. Like, you never know. I feel like a lot of my life, I was just like, just see. Just see.
You gotta just leap, right? What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Hitting Your Mark, where I sit down with creative people who I believe are definitely hitting their mark. And my next guest is doing that. He is an excellent performer, a great actor, and I am so grateful that I get to call this guy my friend. My next guest is my guy, Jacques Chevelle.
I appreciate it.
Come on now, thanks for being on the platform, man.
Thank you for putting me on, man.
Yeah.
Dude, I appreciate it.
Yeah, I got to, man. You the guy. Well, for today, I kind of want to focus on the topic, and that topic being comedy, and you are the funny guy, as we
Mr. Funny Man.
Yeah, you're Mr. Funny Man.
Mr. Funny Man.
You're Mr. Funny Man.
I got the jokes, I got the giggles.
Yeah, right.
Hey.
That's hilarious. So I would love to know, when did Jacques know that he was funny?
When did I know I was funny? Oh, when did I know I was funny? I mean, honestly, I just like people like, I would just say stuff. I don't know.
Hey, it's all right. You know, we're gonna have different people on. You know, we're gonna have people from all different.
I don't want to. Look, no, my dad's gonna. My dad's watching this.
Yeah. You want me to bleep that, or you want me to cut it out? Which one want me to do?
You can bleep it.
Bleep it? All right. I'm gonna bleep it for Dad.
Bleep it. Nah, I mean, I just would say stuff and people would laugh. I think it was my way into like connecting with people. Like it was just like that's how I come from a big family. My dad has like 16 brothers and sisters, and like anytime Thanksgiving came around, everybody was Richard Pryor or like not that level, but like everybody was.
But everybody's funny.
Everybody is funny. Everybody like that's how they just navigated the world. Like that's how that was just them. I think I just latched on to that. I mean, I definitely watched a lot of sitcoms and comedy. I gravitated towards comedy. Okay. But yeah, I mean, I don't have a specific. I think it was just my way into like connecting with people.
Really?
Yeah. That's
so you think like a way of connection with your family, even like in school, you think like in school that was kind of how you're in with friends is like the funny guy?
That's what I feel like. I mean, I didn't choose the funny guy.
You can't choose it.
I didn't choose it. The life chose me.
The joke chose me.
The joke chose me.
Right.
I mean, I just keep picking up the call, I guess.
Yeah, no, I love it. And I feel like if you did choose it, you wouldn't be the funny guy. You know, you can tell those people like, you can tell those people that are trying to be funny that they want to be the guy with the jokes and whatever, but it don't work out. That's usually the annoying guy. But if it just naturally comes to you like you,
it just naturally comes. Even when I don't want it to. I'm trying to be serious right now.
Right, and people start laughing.
But I'm not gonna complain about that. I'm grateful for what I got, and
That's funny though. I would actually love to ask that. Like, do you feel like that happens to you now? Like, do you feel like it's always there might be times where you might be trying to be serious and people think that you're joking?
Yes, Like when I'm like trying to tell somebody like, because I like when somebody's telling me something, they ask me a question, I say it and I gotta laugh because I feel like I don't have to laugh. It's just like, I'm like, they're not gonna believe what I'm saying.
They're not gonna believe that I'm serious.
And they're like, oh, you playing. I'm like, no, I'm not playing. I'm serious. I just knew you were gonna respond this way.
Right.
So like, now I look crazy. I look crazy. I look like...
Because I was anticipating you laughing.
I was anticipating you laughing and not believing.
Oh my
think
gosh.
I'm joking. I'm not joking.
Yeah.
I'm serious. I'm serious.
That's too funny. So you, as being a kid, being a funny guy, you know, like with your family and whatnot, when did that turn into then you like performing and you acting?
When did it turn into that? I mean, I did a stage play, Comedy of Errors in high school and in college with my guy.
Yeah. Come on now. So you did it before?
I did it before. It wasn't my first time doing Comedy of Errors.
Really?
Yeah.
You learn something. See, you gotta have a podcast with people to start learning stuff about it.
Yeah.
You know?
I know. That's what I feel like. You don't get to interview. I think it's uncommon to interview your friends. Like it's like I feel like it's.
Well, yeah. It's uncommon. No, it is.
Yeah,
no,
I feel like it. Like you don't like really. You don't dive into like the day to day of like how they got to where they go.
You don't. I mean, sometimes you have those conversations. Yeah. Like it's funny. We're really digressing right now, but it's cool though. We can do it. I saw this video on social media. It was like these group of friends, like they were having it was called like a presentation day or whatever. Where like all the different friends, like they came up and like they gave a presentation on what they do and like what their interests are and all that. And like to somebody it might seem crazy, but really I think about it, I'm like, well, honestly, I don't really know what all my friends do for real. Like I don't know all their jobs and like what their really like big goal is. You know what I'm saying?
You pass that. You just you just support them. Like like I'm like I know you can do it.
Right.
You can do it. I believe in you. But you don't get down to
but you don't know
gritty.
for real.
Yeah.
You know. Okay. Yeah. So anyway, you did Comedy of Errors in high school. Comedy of Errors
in high school. I played the other Dromio, which was, I guess, fun. Played my other half. Right. But yeah, I mean, I enjoyed like playing on stage. I always had a very active imagination as well, and like I love to play. I love to just like use that muscle I have. And it's fun and it's exciting for me. So when I did that, I was like, oh, I like this feeling. I like being like jumping into a character and thinking what would they do? How would they perform this? How would they walk? What's their mindset? Like jumping into that and like embodying that.
Come on.
It's fun. It's a cool experience.
It's freeing.
It's
right?
freeing.
Yeah,
it's freeing. And also, if you got like a good role, it's like you learning something from it. You definitely taking something home about yourself, about the character, about the world around you. Yeah. It's the gift that keeps on giving, and once it stops giving, I'm out of it.
Once it stops giving,
but I don't think it is. How do you feel about when you watch good art? Like, do you ever go back to a piece of art that you saw when you were like 20, and then revisit it and get something different?
Oh, definitely. Yeah, always. I think you always draw some different level of inspiration, you know. I don't know why, like, when I was a kid, at my grandma's house, she had this tape of Preacher's Wife. The Preacher's Wife, you know, Denzel, Whitney Houston. I like wore that tape out for some reason.
Rotation at my house too.
Straight up rotation. Anytime I was at my grandma's house, I was watching Preacher's Wife. But then as an adult watching it, you know, you're taking different stuff and like, you know, now as an actor, you know, I'm looking at it through that lens of like Denzel in that age. You know what I'm saying? So like now coming back to it, you are always like taking something new. You know, so that's always a beautiful thing.
So like as soon as as soon as it stops, like
as soon as that stops,
then I'm out.
Then I'm done with it.
I'm on my next journey.
Right.
I don't think like I don't think it's,
you don't think that's gonna happen for you?
I don't think that's gonna happen.
No,
I think it's
That's good. You said something. You said that you love to play, like you love playing.
Yeah.
Do you feel like that helps you a lot in the realm of acting? And stuff?
That's I think that's paramount. If I'm not having fun, then it's not good. It's not good work, and it's not like I saw this interview with Andrew Garfield. He does like Spider-Man.
Yeah,
he
yeah.
does like a couple things, and he was like, you have to like protect your sense of play, and you got to keep it mushy and malleable, and you got to keep that curiosity just like you have to, and you have to like have a body of armor to like deal with the crap you got to deal with in this industry.
Come on now, the politics,
the hierarchy, the like it's
the gatekeeping.
The gatekeeping. It's stuff that keeps away from what we like. We're just here to connect. We just here to like tell human stories. Like it gets in the way. Yeah. And yeah, I just try to I protect that play, and I make sure I remind myself oh, it's cool to be with this agent. It's cool to have I'm killing the numbers. Like that's dope. Like you have to, it's a reality to the structure of what we do. But I also remember the play always has to come first. Right. It has to. It's art.
Yeah, exactly. It's art. Yeah. That's what you're supposed to do, it's not as fun when you don't feel like you're playing. Yeah. Right. Doing that play Comedy of Errors with you, every night that we were doing it felt like we was playing. It just felt like we weren't getting paid, but it felt like we was getting paid to just play on stage. Yeah. And I think that's the crazy thing about this thing. It's like man, there are people like Andrew Garfield gets paid big bucks. Yeah. Essentially to play. Yeah. Yeah. To be Spider-Man,
and that's the secret. Yeah. I feel like people don't people oh, you don't I know and the workload is crazy. I'm not it's not for the faint of heart. You are hustling to get where you most that whole night overnight sensation. It's a story. Yeah. It's always a story. If you dig deep enough, it's always it's always a previous past that they've been hustling and they just got this right now, and that's the story they want to tell. Right. Yeah. Yeah.
Overnight success. There's no such thing as it. Yeah. I was listening to Denzel Washington talk about it once. He was he came from Broadway, doing theater and plays and all that for years, and then trying to get into the movie business and failing and rejections and all that, and then once things start working, then the articles and stuff when it come out and says that Denzel Washington is overnight success. Yeah. He's like, man, I'm been putting 15 something years, in school and grad school, and then on Broadway and stuff that you just didn't see me doing. Yeah. But now that I've come to light, you think that I'm an overnight success, but really it's a 15-year overnight success.
And that type of longevity is impossible with an overnight success.
Come on now.
You always see if someone does if something the stars align and someone plucks you right out of obscurity, you don't have the stamina to hold on to this. It's it can be easy days. It'd be ooh, I like that. That was nice. That was nice. That was VIP treatment. But it's days that you are hustling. You are struggling. It's so much to going after an arts career that I think at least Hollywood wants to to kind of, I don't know. I feel like they just want to entice people, hey, come, come do this. But it's a little. I think it's not truthful to what it actually is. Yeah. But yeah.
Hey, we want to take a brief pause from the conversation to talk about the sponsor of today's episode, which is us, A to B. Are you looking to create content, but you don't even know where to begin with the gear? Or maybe you started to create content, but you're trying to up the quality a little bit? Well, this offer is for you.
Stop stressing. We know y'all be stressing about what equipment you need to shoot content. Stop it.
Come on.
We're going to show up with all the equipment you need with the ability to shoot multiple pieces of content across multiple social platforms. This allows you to produce higher quality content, be more efficient,
What else?
and buy back your time.
There you go. Come on now. And we've done this for different people like business owners, entrepreneurs, and even ministries, and the results speak for themselves. So if you're trying to up the quality of your content, hit the link in the description so we can take you from A to B.
Let's go.
Back to the conversation. But we talked about those down days, right? Of like days of it being the struggle, the day of it being the rejection, and the day of it you not getting called back.
Yeah.
Do you ever get discouraged? In those days?
Oh yeah.
Yeah?
Dude, I mean, I told you, like, whenever it stops being fun, I'm out of here. I'm done. I told my management, I was like, if there is a day that I don't like this, I'm letting you know. Like,
I'm out.
I'm always observing how I am, like, how I feel about where I'm going in my career.
Okay.
And if it does not feel like it's giving or it's worth it, or not that it can't be like hard or anything, but if it's not like aligned to like, maybe I've grown past it, I got a question. I'm like, oh, well, maybe this isn't it. And I constantly check in every couple months being like, hey, what's, like, how you feel about this?
Yeah.
How you like
checking in with yourself, you mean?
checking in with myself. Accent, like literally talking to myself.
I like that.
Talking to myself.
You got
like
to.
that's yeah. People be like, "You talking?" Yeah, like, yeah, I'm talking to myself.
Yeah, I'm talking to myself.
You'll be surprised, like how much you have worked out stuff in your head, but haven't vocalized it. On a, like, either said it or on a page, put it on a page. Like you'll be surprised how much you've already figured something out, but you'll be so in the habit of like hustling, going, that you don't acknowledge like you've been done with it, or you're ready to grow, or you're ready to push out of it.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. And sometimes it's real putting it on a page, right? You gotta write it down.
Yeah.
You know, I think I was just talking to Ash about that. Like some stuff isn't real yet until you write it down.
Yeah.
It's just a figment of your imagination.
Yeah.
When it's in your head.
Yeah. Make it tangible.
Yeah, right. No, I like that. Make it tangible. So you feel like the love of it, even though through those down days, even through those rejections and all that, it's the love of it that kind of brings you back in always.
I think so. I think that's
that brings
what
you
it
back
is.
up. Remembering your why of like why you do it is because it's fun.
Yeah.
And I'm always gonna chase it.
Yeah.
That's another thing too. We talked about, Ash asked me about it earlier, about those days of rejections, right? And you keep getting them. And sometimes it's a thing of I just have to push through it and get through to break through to my moment.
Yeah.
Or sometimes it, for certain people, those rejections mean this isn't what you meant to do.
Yeah.
Do you feel that push and pull sometimes of like when you hear the no's and when you can't get the call back and when they don't want to see you? Are you sometimes like, man, like is this something I want to do, or are you always confident in knowing that this is your thing?
No, I'm not confident in what I know is my thing. Not that. It's more like whether I do this or not, I'm gonna be good.
Yeah.
But also, I gotta, if I'm ever questioning, if it's ever leaning one way, I gotta question my values. I gotta question like why I'm doing it. Because if I'm like doing it for the money and the success, then I'm gonna be like, obviously, I'm like, okay, I'm ready to wrap this up because this ain't moving the way. But if I'm like equating it to something else, maybe I lean more on this side. It's more about where I'm aligning, and most of the time, I'm at a place of what I like to be. I won't say most of the time. I like to be in a place where where I'm like holding space for I could do this, I couldn't, and I'll be good.
You just know.
I love doing it. That's why I do it.
Got you. You just do it for the love of it.
I
Even
do it
through
for
the
the-
rejection and all that. It's just because I love what I do.
That's the goal that I try to remind myself.
Got you.
And some days I feel it, some days I don't.
Right. Hey, but that's life though. I feel like even with
Yeah.
your passions, even with the
Yeah.
things that you so enjoy, there's gonna be ebbs and flows.
Yeah.
You know, there's gonna be days where you're so in love with it, and some days I don't feel like going to rehearsal today.
Yeah.
You know, I don't feel like going to the audition.
Chill.
You know,
I'm
but
ready to go to Hawaii or Cabo or something.
I'm trying to kick back.
I'm trying to chill.
Oh my gosh.
Trying to relax. My body's tired. It's aching.
Exactly. No, I love it. Well, back to comedy though.
Okay. Let's get there.
No, but this is good. I like these type of combos with actors. Like this is the stuff that I love to do. But when I first met you, we were doing this audition class. I remember that's when I first met you. We were doing this audition workshop with Taryn. And I remember you.
Oh yeah.
Your
That
first
was
monologues.
fun.
I remember your first monologue still. It was like
So stupid.
It was like, oh my gosh. It was this like it was something about aliens or whatever you was doing. And you had like this southern accent.
Yes.
But when I tell you like everyone in there was just like, every time you did it, they were just like dying. And then the next time you do it, they'd be dying even more.
Dude, that was honestly, it shifted what I wanted to do in my career. I was like,
Really?
in that moment, I was like, oh, I like more character actor stuff. Like I like stuff that is like where I'm like myself, but like there's a level of just like kind of, it feels like such a like ocean of possibility with character acting that just gets me out of myself and like makes me just think outside the box.
Right. Okay.
And that was like that was like a moment where I was like, because Taryn was like, she's like, you're a character actor.
I think I remember that. I remember that.
I was like, and I like thought about it. I went home. I was like, I do like doing that stuff. I do like changing the voice and changing the body and looking at things from a different perspective. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I like that, and I like that you know it like for yourself, and you know like the lane that you want to be in, right? You know that, hey, I might not go and try to be this leading man with his chest puffed out, you know, and you might not be interested in that, but like you know that your lane is character acting, you know. And I know me, I'm not a character actor. Like I'm not gonna be I can't do, not that I can't do, I don't like to say what I can't do, but that might just not be my lane of what it is that you do. You know, we kind of serve in different lanes, you know.
Yeah.
So I love that you kind of have that clarity. And I do too. I know what type of actor and stuff I want to be. But back to that, I remember you doing that, and I remember being like, you know, because I was first meeting you, I didn't like really know you, but I was like, man, this dude is just up here just like clowning around. Like what is he doing, man? Like what is he doing? Which you were, but it worked for you. But I remember then she had us come back like with like dramatic monologues, and I don't remember the monologue, but you did something, and I was just like, oh, he's serious.
Yeah.
Like you did something and like you really went there. And thinking about it, I'm like, you know, there's that saying that like comedic actors are the best dramatic actors.
Yeah.
Do you feel the same way?
What gives me pause is Viola Davis. Because I haven't seen her do and I bet she can do it. Like, I'm sure she can, but I haven't seen her do it.
Yeah.
But I do feel like comedic actors have such a sense of perspective that they bring to the work that's so unique that it might not be the right take for a lot of casting directors, but you're gonna get a point of view, a cadence, a way of looking at the world that you hadn't been seeing in the past tapes.
Yeah.
I think they just have like one of my coaches always says, comedy and drama. The only difference between comedy and drama is that drama, high stakes. High commitment, or like just like you're dealing with something. She's gonna be mad that don't have this because we go over it a lot. JC,
I'm sorry to
Martin,
Jacques.
I'm sorry. It's like when the situation is big, your reaction, your response to it is also matches it. So like if someone's like been in a car accident, you respond to that at like a heightened level. Yeah. Comedy, the situation might be you slipped on a banana and you respond in the same way as you did in a car accident. That's the only difference. So it's just a level of commitment in both realms that that you just have to have. And I feel like comedy actors tend to have to really focus in on stakes and commitment, and they can just automatically shift that to drama. I feel like comedy is sometimes harder to. I mean, comedy is an easier shift to drama than drama is to comedy, because drama to comedy it's a level of just knowing and feeling. Yeah. About a pace or the way something's going, than it is the other way. But yeah.
Well, you're saying comedy is harder than drama. That's what you're saying. Yeah,
I feel like it can be, because it is. Some comedic actors can't get to the level and depth. You have to have depth. Yeah. Sometimes for like drama, you have to you have to have a lot to pull from, and some comedy people cannot, like, it's not like they don't have that.
That's real.
But with comedy, there's a level of subjectivity. It's different. It forms different. Like you have slapstick. You have the story comedies. People who like to tell stories. You have sitcom comedy where it's like it's a cadence. There's a way it's supposed to sound. It's and everybody has their own version of what they think is funny, and you have to be able to perform all of it. Right. And so it can be more of a technical thing. And also you have to have a good sense of who you are too, because sometimes they just be like, just be you. Like, we want you in this role. So it's just like, it's a level of variety you have to have for comedy, but in drama you have to have a range of depth of life, and that's like a beautiful thing and a hard thing to do, very hard thing to do.
Yeah, no, I definitely.
And vulnerable,
And vulnerable, can't forget about that. But I like what you said though about the level of commitment, right? And I think that's why people say that comedic actors, or the great comedic actors, are also great dramatic actors because of that level of commitment, right? Like those people who go big to commit on a comedic act also will go big in a dramatic act. Like they can make you cry laughing, and they can also make you cry. You know, if we think about the people like Robin Williams, right, who can clearly do both. Yeah. You got like Eddie Murphy. You know, like people who can do both of the they can swing on it. And DC Nash, right?
She just like had to fight to get like roles like she's getting right now, and it's really fun to see them drop into that and perform that.
Yeah, no, I love it, bro. Well, your journey didn't just stop at SMC, which I love that you kept going and you're still pursuing the thing. One stop on your journey was actually on Nickelodeon. Yeah. You was on a TV show called it was Side Hustle, right?
Yes.
Side Hustle. Come on now. I was watching some episodes. I'm like, this is Jacques. Like what you're talking about, like being a character actor, being a person that makes people laugh. Like that's definitely you in your lane.
I like everything about you. How do you feel about milkshakes?
What flavor?
Stolen.
Hey! Ooh.
Care to join me? Jagged Eye.
You doing comedy in a TV format, was that your first time on a TV show, or you've been on a TV show before?
That's my first time on network television, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
What did you learn from performing in that element?
Man, I learned a lot. I learned I mean, do you want do you want do you want comedy or do you want just like
Just whatever you got.
Okay.
What did you want? Or I guess the aspect of like timing for a sitcom, right? I'm sure it's different than theater, or is it the same like as theater?
I mean,
you know?
a lot of that theater training transfers especially to sitcom. You got 4 cameras.
Yeah.
You're performing out to an audience. You are projecting to that back crowd.
Are you?
Yeah, you're still giving. You're essentially giving the same performance that you are to a theater crowd.
Okay.
With a sitcom, with network, you're doing it. It's such condensed time. Like you get your script on Saturday, you go in for a table read Monday, Tuesday you rehearse. You might rehearse Monday if it's a long script. Wednesday the network is watching, and they give notes. Thursday you do one more run through. You're hitting all the scenes, no stop. That's the most like theater you're gonna get.
Yeah.
And then Friday, you're shooting. Friday, so maybe Saturday, you're shooting. And it's that turnaround. It's just that day in, day out for like 4 or 5 months.
Really? So you're saying you get your script on Saturday, and then that next Friday you're filming it?
Yep.
So you have less than a week to not only just learn your lines, but now you got to act your lines. Yep. Wow.
Yep.
Do you think you were ready for something like that?
You just jump.
Yes, sir. I like that.
You just jump. Like you never know. You never know. I feel like a lot of my life I was just like, just see. Just see.
You got to just leap, right?
You got to.
I think theater prepares you, and I think you can be as prepared as you want, but nobody's ever going to be 100% prepared.
Yeah, no.
Right? Like you're always going to have that thing of, I need another day.
Yeah.
I need a couple more days to, if we can just give me another take on that, you know what I'm saying? Like,
and they are tired. They've been there since this morning, and they've been here longer than you. And they are mad if you keep flubbing your line. It stops getting funny. The people stop laughing after the second take. After the second take, they're like, you feel that energy. And they don't mean to do it, I don't think. But you do feel that energy. You feel like when that 8th, 9th hour is coming and they've been here since this morning, like setting up lights. So you have you do have a responsibility, and there is a level of people investing in this show and like they like to see their return, but also it's you have to shut that out as well. It's a balance and juggling act.
I love it. Yeah, talk about hitting your mark, right? Like you gotta come through. You gotta come through and you gotta hit your mark. I mean, but everybody's expected to do it, right? Like the camera people, like you said, they've been there all day and they've got to be there to get the shot and stuff like that. But you also got to be ready to do it. But still, I think just in life, before we even get to those opportunities, before we get to the Nickelodeons, right? Like to where we're on network television, like we have to think to ourselves, like, what are we doing right now to be prepared? Because when that happens, like you gotta be ready to hit, you know?
It's the same thing, just on a different
level. Yeah.
It's just more money, more like another like your brain's like psychs you up, like it's like, oh, it's different. It's like I'm making all this, like I gotta it's the same thing. And if you're showing up like every day, like how you do to your work, no matter if somebody's watching, no matter if you make it what you think you should make it, once you get there, it's just like, oh, like this is just...
I put the reps in.
Come on. I put the work in. It's muscle memory at this point.
Come on now. That's what I believe that God does for all of us. Like he puts us on these stages and stuff right now to just work the muscle, you know, like to do the thing. So when he puts you on that level, it's just gonna be a piece of cake. Like I remember I was doing this shoot for somebody. I was doing this shoot for they're like educational courses or whatever, and they had like a teleprompter and stuff, and like they were like, oh Ben, like this seems easy for you. I'm like, yeah, because like at my church. I do like the church announcements like
Yeah.
every month, and I don't have no teleprompter for that. Like I gotta go off. Oh, y'all give me a teleprompter? Like this is easy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So the same thing that I've been putting reps in, now just on a different level. So all you got to do really is just keeping those reps in.
And you know how to talk to anybody. You can walk up to anybody because of like church. Like when you're involved in church, you playing the drums. you know how to give a sermon. You know how to motivate people. You know how to talk to the congregation. You become a jack of all trades.
Exactly.
Because of need for the community.
Right.
And you bring the same things. It's same things transfer to your work.
Exactly. Yes, sir. I love it, bro. Right now, you're in the realm of doing improv comedy at UCB, which is a famous place that a lot of great people that we look up to have come through. What are some practical, like, comedic skills and tool sets that you believe that you're learning from doing improv comedy?
I think it's sharpening my voice and perspective. I think it's also helping me feel out more of that relationship with a crowd because it's a dance. We're talking back and forth.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't seem like they're laughing, but meanwhile I'm like, oh, why are they laughing? What about that was probably funny to them, and how can I create that like it's a constant like changing and shaping so that we have a back and forth that is entertaining for both of us. That's fun for both of us, and I think that you're learning an element of that. You're learning stage presence. You're learning how to work as a team. Improv is like a group thing.
It looks like it.
It's a group thing.
There's no
one person. It's group mind. You're connecting, and you're trusting. That it's a constant trust fall.
Right.
Like, oh, I hope my teammate got me. Oh, like I'm about to make a big swing. I hope my team. Like, and you have to have you gotta have that trust between your teammates and how to it helps build how to work with people, and it's a good experience, and it's teaching me a lot of cool stuff.
Yeah, no, I love that, bro. And improv is a very scary thing. I remember first taking acting classes and stuff.
I gotta get you there. I will get you.
Yeah,
improv stage.
We gonna see about it. You know
I think because you perform you come from such a real place, and that's a lot of what improv is. Only thing what feels scary is sometimes it feels like a lot, but if you have that the base of just truthfulness, you're good.
Bro, that's really what acting is. Acting is just truth.
It's the same thing. It's the same thing.
Yeah, I hear you. And I think what's his name? Rob Lowe was talking about it, and he was saying that he doesn't even suggest that actors take acting classes. He suggests they take improv classes, because improv is really just about listening.
Yeah.
And that's what acting is about. It's about listening and reacting. Because in improv, you don't know what that other person is going to say.
Nope.
So you really got to listen to them to be able to know what to do next. So do you feel like that's helping you become a better actor at the same time too?
Yeah, I think that's also is helpful. I heard Amy Poehler say, or was it Amy Poehler? Maybe it was, I don't know, maybe. I think so. It might have been. She was like, it was, I heard it on a podcast. I'm sure of it. But it was a big comedian.
Right.
And she had realized when she was on stage for that 22 minutes, I think the set is it's the most present she had been that week, and she was going through something during that time, the person, but it is a level of just I'm here with you. I'm every movement, every eye contact, I'm I'm with you. And it's a level of just like taking in everything and just kind of just, it's like, it's a back and forth.
Yeah. No, I really vibe with that. And that's why I feel like, I don't know about you, but I feel like any cast that I've been in, any scene partner that I've had, like there is a different type of connection that you have with those people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I could not, we can go like years without seeing each other, but I'm gonna see you again, and it's gonna just feel, but I'm gonna feel that same connection.
Yeah.
Because we've been on stage and like I've had to trust you, like really, like that I'm gonna say this line to you, you're gonna say something back and use it.
Yeah.
You've had to trust me in the same way.
Yeah.
So I definitely feel like, acting, it definitely does that for you. I believe that movies are an escape, right? Like art is an escape from life. And there's that saying that laughter is medicine, right? Like laughter is medicine for the soul. Do you feel like it's the same way? Like laughter, is that kind of like a place where you kind of feel safe in when there's comedy involved in laughter?
I mean, they have this thing in therapy where they like, it's called coming up for air. I don't know if you heard it. It's like when you're talking to a patient and they like you get into some like real nitty gritty, like self-limiting beliefs, kind of like deep rooted that the therapist has seen and is like ready to, like, you're at a point they feel like they're ready to attack, and they drop this thing, and then the person takes it in, and you just like they it's like either like, oh, you've done, it's some trauma or something that they put on their plate, and the patient takes it on, and the therapist's job is now to bring that person back up from air. Like they have to come up, because then it's just too serious. It's just too, it becomes uncomfortable for the patient, and the patient needs some levity in the situation. So they come up for air. They either say a joke or they say something that they've been joking about or talking about in the past hour to help this patient, like, ease them through what they're going through, because life isn't like all bad. Like we're getting all ranges of emotions. And I think through healing, you also it has to be, I guess, some joy. I don't know where it comes from, but that's what I assume. That's what I assume. So where
laughter is a medicine comes from, where that phrase comes from.
Or just like I don't know if that's why they like do the coming up for air, because like healing's supposed to be equal. Maybe not everything's supposed to be heavy.
Right. Yeah. There's got to be a balance, There's got to be a balance. No, I love that. Before we started, we were talking a little bit about the idea of comedy and performing and making people laugh. I told you, like, my parents, my family, like, they remember you like distinctly, and anytime I bring you up, there's a sense of joy and a sense of like a light bulb goes off because you made them laugh. Like you entertained them. And I feel like, like girls, like, I think just in life too, like girls will like a guy, he can look like whatever and all this, but if you make her laugh, like that's something different. Do you feel that electricity and stuff when you're on stage and you make somebody laugh?
First off, I want to say that's very beautiful. That's more. That made me get emotional. I don't know. It's a comedy. I'm Mr. Funny.
You're Mr. Funny guy.
No, that's very kind and very nice of you to say. And that means a lot. What was the question? Is there a sense of you said knowing that?
Knowing that, or like, is there, like, on stage, right? Like everybody hasn't had that opportunity to be on stage and for you to say something and
trust
200 people laugh.
Yeah.
Like the same way comedians can go up with a microphone and say something and 1,000 people in here laugh.
Yeah.
Like, what is that? Is that like electricity? Like, what does that feel like to you?
After the first laugh, it's like,
Sorry.
I know where the audience is.
Okay. Yeah.
I know where they are. I'm like, okay, this is where they're this is like, because every audience is going to be different. Every audience is going to have where they're coming from and what they think is funny.
Mm-hmm.
So once I get that like level of, maybe they don't want super realistic scenes, maybe they want like heightened scenes,
Mm-hmm.
maybe they want to like escape, maybe they want something real, maybe they don't want the giggle, they want something real.
Yeah, right.
Like, so getting that first laugh, at least in improv,
Yeah.
I think like stand up, like it's a level of understanding, like you're going in knowing what you're getting, you're possibly going to get from this comedian because you looked them up or you've been a fan of them.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's a sigh, and also it's like, okay, I know where to go with the next joke. Okay, I know where to heighten the next joke.
Nice.
Like it's like, and it's like, oh, I got another idea. It's fun. It's just like, it's like building blocks.
Yeah. No, I love that. And it's almost like, I don't know, I feel like it's like a superpower in a sense that, you know, that you got. And like funny people have just in a sense, like it's freakish, you know? Like everybody, it just isn't funny. Like everybody isn't funny, they can't make you laugh, but the fact that you can go up there, sometimes even say words that you didn't even come up with.
Yeah.
But like you can make people laugh. I think it's definitely a superpower, and that's something that you can kind of own and take space in.
That's cool.
Real quick, you said something that reminded me of it.
What?
Just a real quick question.
Uh-huh.
Would you ever be open to doing like stand-up comedy?
I don't know. I don't know if I.
No, you don't think that's your thing?
I don't know if I have. I don't know. I don't know if I have. I haven't given it much thought. Maybe.
That's all good. Hey, you never know. That God could open that door one day. You'd be like, I might got a couple of jokes to tell.
Yeah, maybe something. Yeah.
Right. It's all good though. But you're a character actor though. That's your thing. And
I
improv.
like it. I enjoy it. Yeah.
Yeah. Dude, this has been a very dope conversation. Thank you so much for being a part of it.
I appreciate it, man.
The show is entitled Hitting Your Mark.
Uh-huh.
And everybody has a different mark. You know, I've got my marks that I want to hit. You have your marks that you want to hit. Everybody's got different goals and where they see their life going. But for you, Jacques Chevelle, what does hitting your mark look like?
Hitting my mark is, I think is being present and being open to what life has for me right now, and being like not thinking about like what's over there or not imagining where I want to go. It's just like what's around me. What's like what does today bring me? That's like, I feel like that is like hitting my mark. It's just like is being truly here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you for that encouragement, because I need that too. You know, a lot of times I'm always thinking of the next move, and I'm thinking of what am I doing to build my future and to do my career. You know,
Yeah.
but it's like, man, like just be here right now. Like have fun in the moment and do the thing. Because again, like we said at the beginning, once it stops being fun, then I'm out. I'm going into like accounting or something. You know, I'm gonna get a regular job. Oh man, well, dude, thank you so much for being on the platform, my guy.
Can I possibly promote something?
Oh, come on now, this is the time to do it right now. This is the time to do it.
All right. If you guys are in the Los Angeles area, I'm performing twice a month at UCB Franklin.
Yeah.
My team is called I Love You, Say It Back.
Yeah.
It's late, y'all. It's 10 p.m.
10 p.m. It's a late one.
It's a late
know.
one. But
Yeah.
if you can find your way, if you're around the area, you get some really good comedy, have a nice night.
Absolutely, it's super dope. I just went the other night, got to see Jacques do his thing, super funny, and I know it's gonna just keep getting better. You just keep doing better, and I'm super proud of you, my guy. Thanks for coming through on the platform. And thank you so much for tuning in today. If you enjoyed this episode, hit that like button and comment down below something that you took from it. That would be really great. And also subscribe to the channel so you can stay connected with us and see future episodes that we have coming up. All right, we'll catch you at the next one.